Yeah, there he goes. How you doing? Listen, a friend of mine did a response to your video, Mean Black Dude, and of course it's not up there. I have no idea why or what reasoning that you wouldn't want someone to give an honest opinion or rebuttal to what you had or a retort to what you had to say. Well, I'm about to do the same thing. Let me introduce myself. My name is electrojed. I'm 42. I'll be 43 this year. Let's recap some of my history. First of all, I'm black and Puerto Rican. Uh, so I'm a minority times two. And let's go back in my history. Since I'm only 42, I was born in 65. Okay? See, I was born in the 60s. Let's see how fun the 60s were for me and my family. Okay? Uh, there were some good points. We had Kennedy. Well, my mom, had Kennedy, so there was some hope there. But that was taken away. And we had Malcolm X, and we had Robert Kennedy, and then we also had Martin Luther King. Those were good people. But how were the minorities treated back then? Let's see. If I remember correctly, I was very young. If I remember correctly, I remember my mom telling me that she remembers that minorities, blacks couldn't go and use the same restrooms that you white people could enjoy. We couldn't go into restaurants. Now this is, mind you, this is my mother's generation. She's telling me this, which I was born in the '60s. I'm going to tell you my history soon. But she couldn't go. When she was younger, she couldn't get into certain restaurants because of her ethnicity. Because of her ethnic background. Uh, that's pretty close. That's wow. That's just before me. All right, we're gonna get out of my mom's, and we'll go to me. Uh, I was too young in the '60s to really realize what was going on. My mom was just trying to raise me and four other kids on the measly income that she was allowed to make, but she made do. We were, for the most part, happy. But let's see, what kind of neighborhoods did we have to live in? I mean, because we weren't entitled to live in the upper class neighborhoods because I don't care what you say, it was called racism back then. They wouldn't let minorities move into the rural neighborhoods back then. In my time, in my generation, I'm a Gen Xer. Okay, so tell me, uh, you know, so we ended up living in neighborhoods where where you could have a liquor store on every corner. You got you got drug dealings on every corner. You got 3,000 families stuck in one building, the projects. I don't know if you've ever lived in the projects. Oh, how much fun that is. Okay? Because that's all we could afford. Because we could not get better jobs. Which might be why we have affirmative action. So now we can get better jobs. Yeah, it's a damn shame that companies get points for hiring so many minorities. But you know what? Good. Because at least those people have a chance to make it out of the hole we were put in. You hear me? The hole we were put in. Not the hole we decided to be in, but the hole we were placed, and had to deal with. So yeah, affirmative action, I'm all for that. So fuck you very much there. All right. Now, let's talk about scholarships. Back in my, I'm a product of public schooling, and let's see, what public schools did I go to? Oh, I had to go to the public schools that were nearest where I lived, which of course was an basically substandard living projects. So how good is the schooling going to be there? Again, you got 6, maybe 7,000 students packed up into one high school, and let's see. Yeah, in my day, there were like, I think there was like 30 to 50 students in each class, and the teachers basically didn't care whether we passed or not. You know, yeah, you know what we do. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm one of those people that believe in we make our own destiny, and we can get ourselves out of a situation if you have a strong enough will to, and but yeah, not everybody can be that strong. Some people need some help. Some people need a helping hand. What's wrong with giving that helping hand? You know what? Let's talk about Black Pride Month. Let's talk about, I got no problem with white power. I got no problem with people believe, having pride in their race. I have no problem with a white person that's proud of their race. That's proud of being white. More power to you. Just don't spread hate. Well, you know what? Let's think about what the black people went through. Let's think about what the minorities went through. To be a minority, and in my generation, and we went through some shit. Maybe not as much as my parents. And each generation is progressively getting better. But to be able to go through what we went through, just in my generation, and come through ahead and be above water. And mind you, I'm just above water. Like, but I'm glad I'm there because I was down here at one point. To be able to go through that takes some pride in the fact that you can get through it. So yeah, you got a problem with Black Pride Month? Fuck you. Now I can go rambling on this, but I'm just hitting some bullet points, and I'm doing this off the cuff. Be glad I'm not writing this down and telling you everything I really want to say. But before you put out another video like this, take time to think about it. You're right, you are going to catch a lot of flack about this, and you deserve it. You deserve it. And if you don't let this video, connect to yours and respond to yours, and I checked out your subs. You don't got too many subs, So in actuality, I'm probably going to bring you attention. So you're welcome for that. But I hope it's the attention you deserve. Goodbye. Oh yeah, one thing. You guys do have scholarships. More than the minorities do. Check into that. You'll be hearing from me again. Have a good one.